Hi, little Jets. It's Friday, April 18th, and today I'm coming to you from a different part of the yard. If you see behind me in this area right here, you can see some uh, boxes, and those boxes are actually beehives. I think that we talked about the beehives before in an earlier edition of Miss Dearie from a Distance, but today, Mr. Sean, who is my husband, is back there behind me, and he is working with the bees today. So I thought this would be a great day to film out here, and you guys can kind of see him working the beehives. And he is also an S, and today is S Day. So I'm going to tell you some facts about Mr. Sean. Remember I told you C, Cooper facts, and A, Aubrey facts, and D, Rocky and Bo facts. Well, now we're finally at S for Mr. Sean facts. So he is back there working with those bees. I tried to get relatively far away from the bees so that they don't come and take over our day over here where Miss Dearie is, but I hear them buzzing around me, so you might see some up close. We'll have to see, little Jets. But let's start with our first S, and that is Mr. Sean. So Mr. Sean has lots of different hobbies. He likes to build things with wood. He's a woodworker. He can build furniture. He can build, he's going to build shutters for our house so I can close the shutters when there's a hurricane coming. He has built the chicken coop for our chickens and the duck house where our ducks will be. And you name it, he has built it or can build it. He's really, really good at building things with wood. He likes to hunt. He likes to fish. He likes to go camping. He likes to go kayaking. He has tons of different hobbies that he enjoys, one of which you see behind us is working with the bees. And what do we get from those bees? We get honey. So we have those beehives here. I think that's 5. And then we have another one up front, so a total of 6. But hopefully we can catch a wild swarm and have more. One of these hives actually came from Mr. Behrens. You guys know Mr. Behrens. He was a teacher at Lake Castle and now he's a sub. And he called one day last summer and said, Miss Dearie, can you send your husband over here because I have a wild beehive that I need to get rid of. So Mr. Sean went over there, and so some of these bees are bees that were once on Mr. Behrens' property. Another fact about Mr. Sean is that he is a nurse practitioner. So he initially was an environmental scientist, and then he became a nurse, and then he became a nurse practitioner. He grew up in Slidell. That's another word that starts with an S. So Mr. Sean grew up in Slidell. He loves anything and everything to do with homesteading. That means that you are making yourself self-sufficient. So you have everything that you need on your own property to go on with your life. We have our garden, we have our chickens for eggs, we have our bees for honey, we have the things growing in the garden. We have blueberries over there. So he enjoys homesteading where he can make his life self-sustainable. Another fun fact about Mr. Sean is that he went to Southeastern. He actually has 2 degrees from Southeastern. He has a bachelor's in biology and a bachelor in nursing. And that's actually where we met, was at Southeastern, another S, Southeastern University in Hammond. And he also went to the University of South Alabama, another S. That's where he got his master's from. And so those are my facts about Mr. Sean. And he's still back there in his bee suit, working away at getting the bees situated. Can y'all see them flying around? Every time I look behind me, it looks like a big sea of bees. So he's back there getting that done. Our next S is the sun, and the sun is really shining today. I can't see anything when I look forward at the computer, except it's just a big black space because of the glare from the sun. So the sun is actually a star, and the sun is 110 times wider than Earth. The sun is made up of two main gases, which are hydrogen and helium. Scientists believe that there are over 7 billion stars similar to the sun in our galaxy, which is the Milky Way. And the sun is just one of trillions of stars in the universe. My next S is soap. 1/3 of the world's soap is used in the United States of America. 10 billion pounds of soap are produced each year. Soap making in America began in the 1600s, and the first soap making company in the USA launched in 1806. And little Jets, when you wash your hands, you want to make sure that you're using warm, not hot, but warm if you can get warm water. And you want to put your soap on your hands, and you want to rub your hands together with the soap, and you want to sing happy birthday. That's a good rule of thumb. If you sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, little Jets, happy birthday to you. That's a really good amount of time, about 20 seconds of hand washing to make sure you get all those little bad germs off of your sweet little hands. Next, I have on my S list sand. Sand is a mixture of pieces of rocks and minerals. Sand is gritty to the touch. Most sand is found on beaches and in deserts. Those are kind of opposites, right? A beach and a desert, but both have sand. Sand is used to make concrete, and I was trying to think of what is something fun about sand, and then it occurred to me, sand castles. Sand castles are really fun. And our last S of the day is spoons. There are over 50 different types of spoons. Archaeologists believe that spoons were used in ancient Egypt as early as 1000 BC. Some people collect spoons. The world's largest spoon collection has over 54,000 spoons in it. And that's in New Jersey. If you want to go and see a collection of 54,000 spoons, that's where you would have to go. So little Jets, what's your favorite thing to eat with a spoon? I was thinking of all the things I like to eat with a spoon, like ice cream and gumbo and soup. I think I might go inside and get something to eat with my spoon. Maybe some of you like to eat honey with a spoon. Let's look and see what Mr. Sean is up to behind us with these bees. He is moving right along with doing whatever it is that he's doing with those bees, little Jets. Miss Dearie does not know much about it. I just like to watch it happen and not participate in the beekeeping. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Have a great Friday. And I will see you guys on Monday for Miss Dearie from a distance. Bye, little Jets. Miss you all.